LTC, we start with 1 hour chart. Okay, first of all, if we refer to our analysis in my last video when the price was here, we mentioned whether we want to see whether we can get any sell setup or not. All right, and if we talk about the how we can look for buy. All right, now from what we can see here, now we want to see whether this is a correction or not, because if there is a continuation from here, we cannot look for buy as well. Okay, now actually there is no much changes in compared to our analysis in my last video. Okay, because if we move to forward chart, we have been looking for whether this is the bigger correction for one more drop, or this is the start of the up move, because we explain why we are looking for these two options, because even if we explain for other charts. Anyway, as I mentioned, there is no much changes. Traders can refer to my last analysis. Now we want to see how we can look for trade here. As I mentioned, if there, even the price continue from here, we cannot look for buy because we don't have a trade setup. If we want to look for buy, we need to get the correction here. For example, at least we need to get one more drop. Okay, then from there, if we get the buy setup, we take it. We need to see how deep this one can drop, or this one turn to a correction for buy. And if you want to look for sell any sharp move with a flag, you can sell it, because we explain whether this is the start of the up move. For example, with this correction, because we're putting, if I zoom out, because we have been thinking whether this is the only correction and this is the start of the up move, or we are getting the deeper, bigger, this flat in relative to this for one more drop. That's why I explained my last analysis. Since there is no much changes, we cannot, no need to explain again. The only thing is we want to see how we can trade it. And right now we need to get the correction here if we want to look for buy, or any reversal with the flag to look for sell. But right now we have nothing, and we cannot buy or sell within this. Okay, and one more thing, that means we have to wait and see what we get here before we confirm for the next move, because based on higher time frame we have two different options. Okay, and how about if I put here, this one is just for the indicative we put here. And right now we are not going to use it. Okay, we want to see if we get any trade setup from here for buy. That means if this one turn to a flat or bigger correction for buy, any buy when the price come to this trend line, we see, we start to manage it. That's why just as an indicative I put here. We are not going to use. The only thing says if we get the buy, we see how whether we can get the look. Whether we can get the breakout or not. Anyway, we have no more changes as I explained, and we just follow the chart. We see if I see. If there is any changes or any confirmation for the trade, then I will share. Thanks.